All right. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do a good reading response. You'll notice each day you have this reading response 10 minutes assignment. And some of you all have submitted these already and you have done awesome. But I wanted to go over what it is that I expect in these reading responses. So if you look at your reading response form, it says, please click on the Google form and complete it based on today's 20 minutes of reading. Remember, every day you're supposed to read for 20 minutes independently. Okay, so after you read for 20 minutes, you have to click on this form. It says be sure to have completed your independent reading before you do this. So you're going to click on this, and when you do, it's going to pull up a Google form. Okay, the first thing it asks you for is the title of your book. So you just type, what book did you read? Then it asks text type. I need you to choose whether you read a book in print, like you had the actual book in front of you. So if you were reading from the Storyworks magazine in person holding the paper, that is print. If you read something digitally, like if you got on Epic or if you read Storyworks online, you would click digital. The next section is asking you which type of response do you want to do? There are all kinds of different things you could tell me about your reading. The first option is retell. This means you tell what happened in the book. In the picture, you can see there's beginning, middle, and end. So you would want to say in the beginning, in the middle, at the end of the book. You would want to be sure to tell all parts of what you read. Okay, in the next option, it says favorites. This is asking you to tell me what are some of the favorite parts of the book. So tell me if you read something that you really liked, what were your favorite parts of that book? The next option you can choose is your opinion. It says write an opinion of what you thought of the book. You'll see it's an Oreo. Oreo is what we talk about whenever we talk about an opinion, because an opinion, whenever you write about it, you want to tell your opinion, that's the O. You want to tell the reasons. Why is it that you have that opinion? That's the R. The E is your example. So if you give me a reason, tell me, what do you mean by that? Give me examples. And then the last O stands for opinion. You're restating it again. So if you want to say, the one and only Ivan is the best book ever, that's your opinion. Then your reason, the book has really funny parts. That's a reason that I think it's the best book ever. And then I have to give an example. If I said it's really funny, I've got to think about what's an example of something funny that happened in the book. Well, I think it's really funny whenever Ivan draws a beetle on the paper and Bob can't figure out what the beetle is. And he keeps on asking him all these questions about what he thinks the drawing is. That part made me laugh. So I gave you my opinion. I told you a reason why I said that. And then I gave you an example of the reason. Now I'm going to go back and say, I think One and Only Ivan is the best book ever. Okay, so that's how you give an opinion. Then the next one is connections. You could choose to tell connections that you had to the book. If you had connections to the characters, or maybe you had connections to the information that you read in a book, that would be what you choose if you want to share that. So if you look at the card, there's some examples of connections you could write about. Then the last one is your fast facts. This is telling you if you read a nonfiction text, which means it's not fake, it's true. If you read a nonfiction text and you want to tell some of the interesting facts that you read, that is what you could choose there. After you choose which one of these responses you want to write about, then that's where you start writing here. So this is where you start typing your responses, and you'll notice it says your answers must be at least 3 sentences long. 3 sentences, not one, not a few words, 3 sentences. When you finish writing your 3 sentences, click submit, and then that'll send me your assignment. Now I'm going to show you how I grade your work. There's a rubric right here in the reading response on your Google Classroom. And if you look at the rubric, it tells you what you have to do in order to score well. So I give you 10 points for this assignment. You get 2 points. No, sorry. You get 1 point if you choose something in the book to write about and you stay on topic. You also get points if you give details for the writing. So if you tell me details about the book and about what you wrote, you get points for that. You also get points for the sentences. Having 3 sentences will give you points as well. And then the last section that you will get points for is if you turn this in on time. So there's a total of 10 points on this assignment. Make sure that you get your assignment turned in and make sure you do all the things on your rubric. Okay? That's your assignment for today. That is what I need everybody making sure you do well.